everyone, it's so good to be back with videos this fall. Shelly and I are looking forward to connecting with all of you in your inboxes again each Friday. The start of a new program year is an exciting time as it means new 4-H members and oftentimes new 4-H volunteers. Today, I want to show you our new volunteer application that we've updated based upon feedback. Hopefully you all find it easier to use as it is short and also created to be a fillable PDF. You can find the updated volunteer application in My Extension on the 4-H CPSP Child Protection Safety Program page. We'll go there now. When you get to My Extension, the 4-H CPSP page, you'll see the third bullet is 4-H 2A, the revised May 2018 volunteer application. You click on that and this is what comes up. As you can see, all of these fields are editable, so volunteers can fill them in as they need. We ask for general information, which is typical of what we have been asking for. We do now ask for some of their experience to help tell their story a little bit more so we can determine some good fit, what they have been doing, what helps them have the skills and knowledge to serve as a volunteer for 4-H youth development. We then ask for volunteer interest. Sometimes we have volunteers that come in and already know that I'm going to volunteer with XYZ Club. And so this is where they can fill out that information. And there's other information just for us and for you to know, are you a 4-H alumnus? That helps you learn a little bit more about who they are. Then they can scroll to the second page. We ask for the 3 references here. Remember, you are to be having 2 successful reference checks for all of our direct ongoing volunteers. And so this is where you can gather that information. And then we talk a little bit about the volunteer eligibility criteria. We do ask for date of birth here as it is necessary for a certain type of volunteer roles. And then we ask for the signature. Again, condense the information that we ask for, and we just try to keep it as simple as possible. When distributing the volunteer application, you will also want to include the volunteer background screening authorization form and the background screening disclosure, which can be turned in at the same time as the application, so you can review their application while also sending them through the background screening process through your county. If they aren't sure of what type of volunteer role they might want to do, we still have the volunteer interest form available. And so if you're having a conversation with those volunteers, a sort of interview in your office, you can sit down and walk through some of this information with them. You can get at what age group are they interested in working with, what length of time, what sort of opportunities are you interested in. This is just to use for your use or even their use to help share a little bit more about them and what they're interested in getting to know. So we still do have that form available for those volunteers that may not have a specific role identified. Other documents on here that you just want to remember are there. The reference form that I talked about a little bit ago. We do ask for email, mailing address, and telephone, so you could execute the reference checks either any of those 3 ways. You can mail it to them, call them on the phone and just walk through this, or even email it to them and have them email it back. Again, we ask for 2 successful reference checks for each of those direct ongoing volunteers. At some point, depending on their role within 4-H, they will need to fill out this 4-H volunteer leader confidentiality statement. And so you can decide when might be the appropriate time to have them fill that out. If you know they're going to be a club leader, you can include that with their volunteer application. If you're not quite sure what their role is when you're sitting down with them for county-based orientation, you can go ahead and have them fill out the confidentiality statement if that is the best time for them to do that. So again, we're just providing all of these resources and pieces in there to successfully move our interested volunteers through the background screening process that we have outlined and available. And so as we start this new program year, and these might be needed a little bit more at this time, please feel free to go in here and check out what those resources are, and just remember the processes or the steps that are outlined in our iSecure manual. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us, and we're looking forward to connecting with you soon.